Well, growing up, the sports that I played was basketball, baseball, and football. Actually, my favorite was football. Baseball was just something I kept playing, and I was blessed to get to the point to where I was. He goes, "Well, your brother Bill told me that you could probably play baseball, and I'm coming to see if you would like to play baseball." And the funny part of the story is I said, "No, me and my buddies, we want to play music, and we're gonna keep playing music." He said, "Well, if you heard what I heard coming down, you might want to play baseball." And I still have my coach who I ended up with, and that's Clayton Jacobson, and he's out of Severna Park right now. He lives in Severna Park, Maryland, and had him through not 13, 15, but 16, 18 and All-Stars. And with him, he was awesome coach to me, and he was a character. When back then, you didn't have vans or buses like they bus kids today, so he always had this big Cadillac. And he would smoke a cigar. He'd have me in the front seat, and he'd blow the smoke a little bit, keep you awake because you're going to be pitching today, and he'd tell me funny things. He kept me loose, and that was any other kid might not have liked that or whatever, but I became real good friends with Jake. The story with that was I was in economics class one day, and a gentleman was sitting beside me, and so I said, "Are you the instructor?" He goes, "No," and he wouldn't say anymore, and so I said, "Well, are you in this class?" He goes, "No." I'm still sitting there wondering why he's here, and so I said, spoke up and said, "Well, what are you in this class for?" He goes, "Well, I'm the head baseball coach, and your buddies say you can pitch, and I need you to pitch for me." And so I kind of at that point gave in some point in time, and ended up playing 2 years. I played for the Brewers for 4 years, and then I was traded to the San Francisco Giants, and that was the year that Frank Robinson took over the Giants. And I'm still in the minors, but he loved his Maryland guys. He wanted to meet all his Maryland guys, so I was blessed to meet him. And I played 2 years there, and that's when I ended up actually having the Tommy John surgery. Well, my older brother, Stan, and God bless, we just lost Stan last month, and he was the athlete, as being the oldest in the family, being the athlete, playing baseball and football, taught me a lot of things. Always had conversations with me about the game and how to be during the game. I'm sure, like any other young man, when you were younger, people considered you had attitude, things like that, because you wanted to do well, and I'm sure I was in that category. But he taught me things and showed me how to be the best that I could. And so did Bill, my middle brother, as far as when he got me started in baseball. And my sister Sabrina, she ran track and played softball. So our family, we were athletic. And me being the youngest, I learned from them a lot of things. I remember running in the snow, getting ready for spring training and training back here, because you didn't have a lot of indoor facilities that you could go into at that time, in that era. So I did everything that I could just to get to that point, because I realized after my first year there were guys of Florida, California, the warm areas, they were way ahead of us. They've already pitched a 7, 8, 9 inning game and things like that. We haven't even picked up a baseball. I'm just trying to get my body in shape. So I'd say dedication for young kids is more than anything.